Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back, non-league to Premier League. Right, we're going to go through all of our things this afternoon in terms of club vision going forward, obviously our budgeting, our best players from last season, where we need to improve, how we're going to improve. Hopefully, we should push on next season, and I'd like to be aiming for kind of 10th to 6th place. I'd really like to push up a little bit. Now, in terms of our overall best 11 so far, it's pretty much the team from last season except with Vincent inside. So you've got Boot in goal, Hancock's Daly, Howe and Williams at the back, Aaron Sibia and Osborne in the defensive midfield roles, then Sweeney, Vincent, Hawkridge in the attacking midfield roles with Charlie Ball up front. End of season awards, fans player of the season, Charlie Ball. Absolutely superb for us. Goal of the season was Jernan Bennett. Signing of the season, Connor Stanley. That doesn't surprise me. Stanley's been brilliant. Very, very upsetting that he was out for 7 weeks and missed the end of the season. Young player of the season, Francis Vincent. Did say in the last episode that he was looking to impress us. He did do enough. I've offered him a contract and he has just literally, as you can see down here, signed a new 2-year deal with us. Same wages, so he's not going to cost us a lot on a weekly basis. And he is very good as our attacking midfield option at the moment. He can play on the left and the central attacking midfield as well as in central midfield. So if we do get somebody better in during the summer, he'll be a very, very good player to have on the bench. Our season review. So we was expected to be relegation certainties. We was one of the teams that they thought was going to go down. Absolutely stonewall, we're going down. We didn't do that. We finished quite nicely. 17th was our final position. Best game of the season for us apparently was the 2-1 win at Walsall, obviously because of local rivalries, and to get it at Walsall as well was fantastic. Our moment to forget was a 3-0 defeat to Morecambe, which we just didn't turn up in. 27 players overall, so we have done a lot of rotation, which is good for us and good for the side. Average attendance was only 2,000, so our grounds at the moment are only 18% full. So since we've moved to Bank Stadium, we really need to start filling it out. We lost in the first round of the Carabao Cup and we lost in the first round of the FA Cup. Not too worried about those, to be honest. They're not at the forefront of our even thoughts at the moment. The cup competitions for at least the next season as well really, really pushed onto the back burner. So our club visions and expectations, they still want us using what we're doing at the moment. So in terms of developing the club's youth system, in terms of attacking and possession football, which is fine, signing players from the lower levels of the domestic game. I don't do that. Work within the wage budget we've been doing. Build a new stadium. That's an interesting one to me. So next season they want us to avoid a relegation battle. So they want us to finish mid-table. Perfect. Becoming an established League Two team. My goodness me, I can't read nor speak. I do apologise. My brain is just absolutely shut down. Become an established Sky Bet League 2 team. We've already passed that, so we are 2 seasons ahead of ourselves by finishing in the mid-table positions. And at the end of 23-24, they want us to finish in the top half. I would like to do that next season if possible. Right, well, we haven't changed anything, so we should have just clicked accept. Squad dynamics in terms of people coming in and where we are, we've still got very good support for us. Dressing room atmosphere is very good. Boot, Osborne and Maxwell are our most influential players. Osborne, I'm not too sure of. He seems to be a bit of a troublemaker to me, to be honest. End of season team meeting to discuss plans for next season. I'm going to be passionately saying the season is finished. I don't really want to say. Right. Yeah, there. So only Luke Maxwell and Charlie Ball were unhappy with that, so that's fine. just being realistic about what we can achieve. So majority of the team happy that we should be able to finish above where we did. Squad's now going on holiday. We are 2 years ahead of schedule, as we just saw that. Barker's now eligible for a professional contract. We're not going to do that. It's not good enough. New stadium plans. So they're going to build a new stadium in the home city of Solihull. That's very interesting. I'd like to know where they have ideas of putting that. I really would. I don't know where in Solihull they could fit it. I do apologise about the phone as well. No idea. No idea. So if we come then into the squad, we don't want that view on at all. We want Lurk's view. There we go. So this season, players with the most appearances. Charlie Ball with our most appearances this season. Unsurprisingly, a mainstay in the team. And that right there is the reason why. Goals this season. 46 games played, 23 goals scored. For a striker who's up front on his own to get a goal in every other game, absolutely cracking return. Really is very, very, very happy with that. A few goals spread out, but really the main contributors, Charlie Ball and Devontae Arancibia. Vincent's actually chipped in with a few. Feel a little bit sorry for Cameron Archer this season because one, he's only scored 5 goals, but he's only made 15 appearances, and 7 of them have probably been with maybe 10 minutes to go in games. Probably going to look to give him more game time next season. He's not as good as Ball in terms of his mentals. His physicals are very good, bar his jumping reach, but we're not necessarily looking for him to be getting up in the air. His finishing's decent. His technicals, they do need work though. They do need work. So, in terms of assists, Connor Stanley was the man where assists were concerned. 11 assists, he made a lot of goals. Also, very, very good average rating. I mean, for a young lad, obviously some of these things are going down now, and he's lost a lot of bravery because he was injured going in for a challenge, which is upsetting. But his technicals, absolutely fantastic. I think, bearing in mind he's only 19, I do believe that Connor Stanley could probably come up all the way to the championship with us. I'm not sure about Charlie Ball, whether he'll cut it long term. If he can improve his actual finishing, perfect. Because his mentals and his physicals now are really, really improving. So, there are a couple of players that we can keep with us. Best player then in terms of average rating was Francis Finton. Francis Vincent. I don't know what's going on with me today, folks. I just absolutely cannot remember how to speak. It's beyond me. Words just can't come. Which shocks me. I genuinely thought that would be Charlie Ball. And yeah, he's played very well. I can't complain. 27 appearances with 6 goals and 7 assists. Fantastic. Has done enough to get himself a new contract. So we're quite happy. Talking of players on contracts that are finishing, if we go into contracts just here and expiry date. Callum Howes, we're not going to be renewing. Mitchy Hancock's, we're not going to renew. Jack Walls, we're not going to renew. James Ball, I'm very, very borderline with James Ball because I haven't used him, and I do think there's possibly people there who we could use instead. Tariq Issa, he was playing some games for us, and to be honest, seeing what he'd done with us at Colchester a few years ago with my own save, I was very excited about him coming to us, but he just has not played well, and every time he has played, average. Just really, really, really average. So I'm not going to be keeping him on. So as you can see from here to here, all of them are gone. Like they're players we're not looking at bringing on. We realistically need some improvement as well. We really do. If I go back into my view, which is this one, and we go to actual ability, we've got some strong players. If we can just unselect those for all of a minute, please. Right, well that didn't work at all, did it, folks? We're having a bit of a mental breakdown today, I do apologise. So in terms of ability, we have got some good players knocking about the place, but we need improvement. Defense, we need improvement on the fullbacks. Midfield, I'm actually quite happy with our midfield at the moment. What we need in midfield is just a little bit more depth. Strike force, I'm actually happy with the two strikes I've got. So I really do think that the places that we're going to be looking to kind of shore up during the summer is definitely going to be the defense. We need a little bit more depth because we haven't got brilliant quality coming in when players are out, and especially in the fullback positions at the moment, positioning and concentration there is a real bloody issue. You've seen time and time again this season balls over the top we can't deal with, we haven't dealt with. There's been instances where players like Tyrone Williams have literally just stood and stared at a player who's gone to run past him. That's unacceptable. It's absolutely not on. If we want to remain a football league team, we're gonna need to improve in these areas. And hopefully, when you come back to me, you'll see a much, much more improved side. We haven't got an awful lot to spend. We've got an £85,000 transfer budget, which I don't understand because that will take us into the red. And we've got a wage budget of 30 grand. That's 10 grand a week more that we can afford to spend. Not only that, but we're actually getting rid of a few £1,000 a week as well. So we're gonna be we're gonna be in a decent position. So I'm quite excited for the summer, which I'm gonna get underway offline. Um, I will come back with a full review of our transfer window. I'll wait till the end of the transfer window, show you everybody who we've brought in, who we've let go, if we've let anybody go, and we'll play the first game of the season. Do appreciate you tuning in today. If you have enjoyed this, please smash the like button down below. If you're new to the channel, I am uploading on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Please subscribe. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I will catch you all next time. Have a great weekend, folks.